What's going on, guys? This is Dave. GVA is the channel, Ghetto Van Adventures. And it's kind of raining off and on, so I'm in my van. I wanted to do it outside, but no. Anyway, Nonna Grace tagged me, okay? And it's the Get to Know Me tag. So there's a bunch of questions that I'm going to think about who I'm going to tag afterwards. I may have a hard time with these questions, so just bear with me. Okay, the first question is, what is your name and who named you? Okay, I have a first name and a middle name. My first name is actually Hubert, and my middle name is David. I go by David. Hubert was my dad's first name, okay? So I got stuck with that, and he made sure that was first. David came from, now, I don't know if any of you have seen the Monkees, but Davy Jones off the Monkees. That's where David came from. I guess I was named because my brother and sister and parents like Davy Jones from the Monkees. So I guess there you go. But, you know, I always laugh because when I was in school, teachers they knew my name. I never went by Hubert, but they always called out, Hubert! So, you know, couldn't have named me David first and Hubert second, but I always used to bug my dad about that too. Anyway, so that's my first name and second name, Hubert David. Okay, how many siblings do you have? I had two. My brother passed away years and years ago of cancer. And my sister, I'll be honest with you, I don't talk to her. I didn't like the way she was with my family. And she ended up going her own way, and I haven't spoke to her in I don't know how many years and years and years and years. And you know what? That's just the way it is. I'm not upset. It's stuff happens. Okay. Were you close with your cousins growing up? You know what? No, I really wasn't. See, I was a mistake. My brother and sister were a lot older than me. Like a lot older than me. So I was a mistake, like really a mistake. And, you know, my mom's age when she had me, it was lucky there wasn't complications and all that. Who knows? Maybe there was. So all my cousins were a lot older than me. So I met a few of my cousins, like, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know I have lots because, you know, my mom had a huge family. My dad had a huge family. And, but I just never got to know them at all. Nothing bad, just never got to know them. Do you have, or did you have, a special bond with your grandparents? No. I never met my grandparents. My grandparents had passed away long before I was born. Now, when I was really young, I hear all the kids, they were talking about, oh, their grandparents this, their grandparents that. And I don't know if I was jealous or what, but a family friend, Mrs. Brown, I adopted her. I used to call her, out of the blue, I called her Granny Brown. Okay? And she almost lost her mind at first because somebody called her Granny. But my mom explained to her, you know, it's a sign of endearment because I don't have my grandparents alive. And so, you know, that was the whole thing. I used to go over, she was in an apartment. And she passed away when I was really young. But I remember going over to her apartment, and she'd give me her garbage. I'd run down the hall and put it in the chute and come back. I think she used to give me a nickel or something like that. You know what I mean? And it was pretty fun. I was so proud of her. And I remember when she passed away, I was really sad. It was like, I think back of it now, I guess it was kind of like losing your grandparent because she was that important to me. We saw her quite a bit. My parents, she was pretty elderly. So my parents used to stop by and bring her stuff, make sure she was okay. And, but yeah, I that's a real fond memory of her, as my adopted grandparent. Okay. Did you enjoy high school? Absolutely not. I had some good friends in high school. I really did, but where I grew up, it was a little tough. I'll be straightforward and honest with you. The teachers were abusive, both mentally and physically. Like they wouldn't get away with that today, but it's just the way it was back then. Okay, and we're not talking about a ruler across the hand. I'm talking about a Webster's dictionary to the back of the head or something like that. You know, it was like if you told people what all went on, they'd just sit there and go, "I don't believe that." But anyway, so I did not like high school whatsoever. What are your hobbies? Well, it's kind of hard to have a hobby when you're out on the road, to be honest with you. That's a hard one. I like target shooting. I really like target shooting. I really enjoyed that. Not so much now. After my strokes, I kind of got away from it. I don't do it as much as I used to. And I'll be honest with you, after my strokes, after my strokes, I kind of lost a lot of my hobbies. Like I used to be always turning a wrench on a car. I love cars. I still love cars, but I always used to be turning a wrench on a car or doing something. And now, not so much. Like it's okay, fine, turn a wrench, fix a car, whatever. I like to target shoot. I used to like racing and that sort of stuff. I kind of got away from that. And now I'm kind of hobby less. I'm kind of living my hobby, the van life sort of thing. So I guess my hobby of van life has turned into something I actually love and I live. Not at this moment, but, in general. So let's see now. What was the other one? What do you do to relieve stress when stressed? I sleep. Weird as that sound. When I get stressed, I seem to get tired and I sleep. And I think a lot of that has to do with my strokes. No, I'm not supposed to get stressed, but I find that when I feel stress and that, when something's going on, I tend to sleep more. And, some people have little things they do. Me, I just, poof, gone. I don't know. I think that's a stroke, so I do. Who is the longest friend you have? Active friend? Actually, there's a couple. Like my friend Dave, he did a couple of video shoots for me. I did a little work on his car. He is my longest friend here, I think, in Ontario. No, I'm mistaken. It is my friend Steve. He's never been on video. I met him when I first came to Ontario. Okay? So Steve is first. Dave is my second longest friend. And where I grew up, my friend Ian, I keep in contact with him. He is oldest friend. But locally, it's my friend Steve. Far away, it's my friend Ian. If that makes sense. What is your favorite movie? That's a hard one. I don't know. I like Christmas Vacation. Like, I have certain movies I watch, like at Christmas. I always watch Christmas Vacation. I love that movie. I love the Die Hard movies. I love the Lethal Weapon movies. I don't know if I have a favorite. It'd be Lethal Weapon 1 or Christmas Vacation. I hate to say it. I'm kind of leaning towards Christmas Vacation. What is your favorite book? Give me a second. I'm going to have to... I don't know. I don't have a favorite book. I really don't. I don't have a favorite book. Sorry. What is your favorite thing to do on a stormy day? Depends on what the storm is. Rainy? I don't know. Rainy day. I don't like to get soaked. I really don't. Snowy day. I like driving. I like driving in a storm. I do. I love jumping in my car, driving in a snowstorm. Just something about it. It's fun. Rain. Okay, I know. Rain. When I was really young, my dad used to wake me up in the middle of the night. Okay, if there was a thunder and lightning storm out, and we'd sit by the window and we'd sit there and watch the lightning. And even like before I went to bed, my dad would go, "Come on, let's get up." We'd go and watch the lightning storm. So I still watch lightning. Like if there's lightning, I'll still sit kind of mesmerized by it. I like that. And wintertime, it's driving. Favorite thing to do when the weather is perfect? Drive? There again. I like looking at water. I feel close to water for some reason. I like being at, not so much a beach, I just like being around water on a nice, beautiful day. I like watching it sparkle, that's the word, sprinkle. I like watching, I just like watching water. So my favorite thing to do on a nice day is be down by the water. Not even a beach, but just down by the water. Do you prefer the big city or a small town? Small town, actually. Big cities are fun, don't get me wrong. They have their purpose, you go in, do what you want, but I always like leaving. I like my privacy. I like being able to not have people go at you constantly. I like the little solitude part, so I think small town, definitely. What is the first thing you want to do when this virus is over or under control? Well, pretty basic. Jump my van and get the heck out of here. Put some miles on. Honestly, that's the big one right there. Like right now, borders are closed. Everything's a friggin' mess. So it's hard to maneuver around. I just want, when they open up the doors, I'm out of here. Okay, now we got to think of 7 people to tag. That's going to take me a couple minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I want to give a big thanks to Nonna Grace for putting my name in this challenge. And I've got my 7 picks in no particular order. And it was really hard to do. Really hard to do. There's ones that I wish I could have put in. I wish the list was longer, but here's 7. Getting it done north of 7. Nomadic Vanman, Life of Chuck, Anne's Tiny Life, Rock of Ages, Giddy Up Gal Gypsy Adventures, and Hobbs Horror. I'll put those channels in my description, and with a link you can just click on. Check them out. They're all good channels. And I appreciate everybody who stops by my channel. And, it's really hard to maintain a YouTube channel. There is a ton of videos to watch, and it really eats up your time. So I appreciate anybody who watches my videos, and I hope you guys check out the ones in my list also. Thanks again, you guys. Please take care. Be safe on the road.